number 1, BA number 15108 of 21. Mr. Pramod Kumar for the petitioner, Mr. V. Vijay Pradhan for the state.
Lordship, serial number 1 is a pray for 1 week time to remove the defects.
No adjournment, all defects ignored. Entire 50 cases, all defects ignored.
Lordship, this case as a sole petitioner.
Call for the case diary and the antecedent report of the petitioners. Case diary, antecedent.
Other questions have been granted bail, Your Lordship. That I have stated there is a no criminal.
Maybe that is not binding upon me.
Serial number 2, BA number 151.
What is your involvement?
I am appearing for the petitioner. In this case, without the petitioner has been made accused.
All the defects ignored.
Only one defect is below that type copy of the FIR.
Call for the antecedent report. Call for the antecedent report of the petitioner. First up, the state will file an affidavit stating as to whether the petitioner has got any antecedent and whether the petitioner is involved in any similar nature of cases or not. Who is for the state? Who is for the state?
Serial number 3.
Serial number 2.
Yes.
Next.
Serial number 3, BA number 1512021. Mr. Suresh Prasad Sinha for the petitioner, Mr. Sunil Kumar Dubey for the state.
Lordship, I will appear, Lordship. Section is 392, Lordship. FIR against unknown person. Thereafter,
Investigation completed.
Lordship.
Charge sheet submitted.
Yes, charge sheet are in custody.
How the counsel for the petitioner, how the counsel for the state? I have gone through the records. First of the case is under section so and so. From the records of the order, it is apparent that the petitioner. Yes.
Petitioner has a one criminal antecedent, another criminal antecedent, my lord.
From the impugned order, it is apparent that the name of the petitioner transpires from the confessional statement of the co-accused. This is the only material against the petitioner. This confessional statement is the only material against the petitioner. First up. Further, the investigation has been completed and charge sheet has already been submitted in this case. Considering the fact that the charge sheet has been submitted against the petitioner and considering the fact that the investigation has been completed and the charge sheet has been submitted, and the fact that the petitioner is named only on the basis of the confessional statement, 10,002 sureties.
Criminal antecedent भी लिखवा दीजिए. One criminal antecedent.
Serial number 4, BA number 15122 of 21. Mr. Prashant Kumar Rai for the petitioner, Mr. Rajendra Ram Ravidas for the state.
My lord, case registered under section 363, 364, 354, 302, 201, 34 of IPC, 8 and 12 of.
Is there any postmortem reports?
Yes, boss.
Serial number 5, BA number 15125 of 21. Mr. Amrit Kumar Singh, Mr. Arvind Kumar Singh for the petitioner, Mr. Someshwar Rai for the state.
Yes. Yes. Who is for the petitioner? Who is Mr. Amrit Kumar Singh? Pass over.
Serial 6, BA number 15131 of 21. Mr. Sunil Kumar Mahato.
I am appearing in this case. Offense under 66, my lord. No criminal incident. And the Facebook post was not created or not commented by me, my lord.
Have the counsel for the petitioner, have the counsel for the state. This is a case where the petitioner has forwarded an offensive post, Facebook post. First up, from the records, it is apparent the petitioner is not the creator of the said post. He has only forwarded the same. First up, he is in custody since
11/10/2021, my lord.
11/10/2021. Charge sheet submitted?
No, my lord.
Then you have been released.
No,
Lordship is not appear in order, Lordship.
He is in custody since 11/10/2021.
Yes, my lord.
That means 10, 11, 12, 1. That means by 11 January, he has, this is 60 days it should be.
Lordship.
So then if you say that the charge sheet has not been submitted, you must have been released from custody.
Lordship, I'm not, sorry, my lord, I'm not aware of the charge sheet.
Considering the aforesaid period of custody and the fact that the petitioner is a student, has merely forwarded the post and not a creator, I am inclined to release the petitioner 10,000 rupees.
Lordship, I am appearing for the estate of Hakmartubari.
Yes, give your step.
Serial number 7, BA number 15132 of 21, Mr. Girish Mohan Singh. For
May I
the
please, Your Lordship? Case registered under section 366 capital A of IPC, but charge sheet has been submitted under section 363 IPC and under section 4 and 8 of the POCSO Act, my lord.
360?
363 IPC and under section 4, 8 of the POCSO Act.
4 and 8?
4 and 8. The victim is aged about 16 years as considered by the certificate, and the petitioner, as per allegation, my lord, that he has taken his house to the victim, and after 21 days the father informant of the victim girl lodged an FIR alleging that the victim has been taken back by the petitioner in his house, and the informant went to the house of the petitioner after search and found
Yes,
that
Mr.
she is
Rakesh.
there.
Who is for the state?
My lord.
Yes, what do you have to say?
He of Children's Sexual Protection Act, my lord, and he has
The charge sheet has not been submitted under section 376.
my
Yes, Mr. Girish?
Yes, my lord.
Charge
Charge
sheet
sheet
is
has
under
been-
section 376.
Cognizance has been taken, my lord. As per impugned order, my lord, it has been mentioned that the cognizance has been taken under section 376 clause 3 as mentioned, my lord. Impugned order, page number, my lord. Turning page 24. Second paragraph, my lord, last line. The cognizance has been taken for the offence under section 363, 376 clause 3. That has only been mentioned, perhaps, my lord. And 493 of IPC and 4 and 8 of POCSO Act, my lord. For my lord, I have annexed the statement 164 CRPC. Nothing has been stated in consonance of the FIR, my lord. It is matter of love affair between the petitioner and informant, my lord. And she was found in the house of a petitioner by the informant. He went to the house of petitioner and having talked with
You
his
heard the counsel
daughter.
for the petitioner, heard the counsel for the state. The petitioner is in custody. A petitioner is praying for bail as he is in custody in connection with case number so and so relating to so and so. After hearing the counsel for the parties and after going through the record, I find that there is an allegation that this petitioner has taken the daughter of the informant and confined her in his house, where the parents and other relative of this petitioner also supported the act of the petitioner. It is alleged that this petitioner has also exploited the girl. First up, after going through the statement of the victim girl under 164 CRPC, I find that she has stated that while she was returning from her class, from the victim, who is a minor, aged about 16 years, I find that she stated that while she was returning from the class, this petitioner forcibly took her to his house. It is also mentioned in the first paragraph. It has been also mentioned in the 164 statement that the petitioner and the victim girl roamed around in several places. Full stop. Considering the aforesaid statements, I'm inclined, and the fact that the petitioner is in custody since
16/4/2021.
And the fact that charge sheet has already been submitted, I'm inclined to release the petitioner on bail, 10,000 sureties with the condition that he will not try to contact the informant or the victim or any of the family of the victim.
Oblige,
We
my
will try to establish any contact.
oblige.
Serial number 8, BA number 15133 of 21, Mr. Ashok Kumar Sinha, number 4 for the petitioner.
May it please your lordship. This case is for grant of regular bail, your lordship, under section 7A of the Prevention of Corruption Act. The petitioner is in custody since 1/10/2021.
Charge sheet submitted.
Yes, your lordship, charge sheet has been submitted.
The counsel for the petitioner or the counsel for the state. It is alleged, petitioner is in custody, so and so, so and so. It is alleged that the petitioner is an agent of a police official and was collecting bribe on behalf of collecting money which was paid as bribe on behalf of the same police official. Full stop. The petitioner is in custody since 1/10/2021 and charge sheet has already been submitted in this case. Considering the fact that the charge sheet has been submitted and the petitioner is in custody since 1/10/2021 and there is no scope of tampering with the evidence, I'm inclined to release the petitioner 10,002 sureties.
Serial number 9, BA number 15134 of 21, Mr. Abhishek Prasad, Mr. Nilesh Kumar for the petitioner.
In this case, he is in custody since 22/7/2021.
Yes.
The case is of impersonation, your lordship. Not a single penny has went in the account of this.
Submitted.
Charge sheet submitted. 22/7/2021.
By the counsel for the state. Petitioner is in custody so and so, so and so. It is alleged that the petitioner imposed him to be the real landowner and thereafter executed several sale deeds by impersonation. It is alleged that he is not the landowner. He is not the title holder of the land, but rather he has impersonated the title holders. Full stop. Next, after going through the records, I find that the petitioner is in custody since
22/7/2021
and charge sheet has already been submitted in this case. So since charge sheet has already been submitted in this case, I find no ground to detain the petitioner in custody. Full stop. 10,002 sureties. One of the bailers should be closed relative.
Serial number 10, BA number 15135 of 21, Mr. Prashant Kumar Rahul for the petitioner.
The case under section 54B and 8 of POCSO Act, your lordship. And my lord, my prayer is that the may call for the status report, your lordship, because I have taken instruction from my client that in this case all the witness has been examined and victim has also turned hostile, your lordship. So my lord may call status report, your lordship.
So if that be so, let the trial conclude within a month.
I think my only prayer is that call for status report, your lordship. In the meantime, I have obtained the all victim statement, your lordship.
All the witnesses have been examined in this case.
Yes, your lordship, I have taken instruction, your lordship.
The counsel for the petitioner submits that all the witnesses have been examined in trial, during trial, full stop. Considering his submission, let a report be called for from the trial court about the status of trial. List this case after 1 week.
All right.
Serial 11, BA number 15136 of 21, Mr. Sudhir Kumar Roy for the petitioner.
Yes, your lordship. Pray for regular bail, lordship. Under section lordship, section is 302, lordship. In this case, your lordship, main allegation against Khoshi Shah, lordship. It is clear from FIR, lordship.
The landed counsel for the petitioner, another counsel for the state. It is alleged that it is alleged that 16 person assaulted the father of the informant who later on died. Full stop. The petitioner is a lady. From the record, I find that there is no specific allegation of assault attributed to this petitioner. First up, considering the fact that there is no specific allegation of assault against the petitioner, and the allegation against the petitioner is general and omnibus in nature, I'm inclined to release and further the petitioner is a lady, I'm inclined to release the petitioner on bail 10,000 sureties.
Serial number 12, BA number 15137 of 21.
Lordship, I pray for next week, Lordship.
बोल दिया ना कोई केस एडजॉर्नमेंट नहीं करेंगे.
हुजूर इनमें महावीर प्रसाद सिन्हा को आर्गुमेंट करना था हुजूर. अनफॉर्चुनेटली उनका हुजूर भाभी का डेथ हो गया. अर्ली मॉर्निंग वो चले गए हुजूर. हमारे पास फाइल अवेलेबल नहीं है हुजूर. दैट रीजन आल्सो लॉर्डशिप.
So there is Santosh Kumar Jha also, Sumit Kumar also.
No, Santosh Kumar Jha, Lordship.
Are you?
Lordship,
Sorry.
Lordship, फाइल मेरे पास नहीं है अवेलेबल हुजूर, इसीलिए.
भेज दीजिए इनको फाइल. भेज दीजिए फाइल.
हुजूर इसको
PDF करके तुरंत भेजिए. Just discuss tomorrow.
हुजूर tomorrow हुजूर कल रख दिया या इसको मंडे रख दिया जाए हुजूर. मंडे को हुजूर 31 को.
Huh? Let's discuss before this court on Monday. Let's discuss before this court on Monday as requested by the petitioner.
Oblige, Lord.
31st.
Serial number 13, BA number 15138 of 21. Mohammed Samuel, Mohammed Rajaullah Ansari for the petitioner.
Lordship, I am appearing in this case. This case has been tested under section 307, 324, 326 of the Indian Penal Code.
What is the injury?
As per impugn order, injury is a
stab injury. Stab injury.
Lordship.
My lord, grievous injury and doctor report, my lord, dangerous.
You are in custody since 27, 2021.
Lordship, charge sheet has already been submitted, Lordship, in this case.
Doctor opinions, my lord, nature of injury is dangerous, my lord.
Nature of opinion, it's dangerous.
My lord.
Can you produce the injury report?
Lord,
APP is directed to produce the injury reports. Is this case after 2 weeks?
Oblige, Lord.
Serial. Serial 14, BA number 15141 of 21, Mr. Sumit Prakash for the petitioner.
His arguing counsel is suffering from COVID, Your Lordship, and he is suffering from fever.
Who are you?
Your Lordship, I was only praying that this may be taken up on 31st, Your Lordship.
Yes.
I was praying that this matter may be taken up on 31st, Your Lordship.
He'll recover.
Your Lordship, he's suffering from fever since yesterday. So,
you think he will recover? He will recover.
no, Your Lordship, he has just requested me for seeking adjournment on his behalf, Your Lordship.
Take adjournment. It has been submitted that the counsel appearing on behalf of the petitioner is suffering from COVID. Prayer has been made to adjourn this case. Case is adjourned.
For next week.
These two petitioners merely helped. Yes, next.
Serial number 15, number 15142 of 21, Mohammed Farooq Ansari for the petitioner.
My lord. Case under section 380 and 411 of the IPC, my lord, and petitioner in custody since 19/6/2021, more than 7 months, my lord.
The case is under section so and so, so and so. It is alleged that from the resort of the informant, the television and other materials were stolen. Full stop. It is alleged that some stolen articles were recovered from the possession of this petitioner. But the petition, full stop. The petitioner is in custody since 19/6/2021 and charge sheet has already been submitted. Considering the fact that the charge sheet has already been submitted in the period of custody, I'm inclined to release the petitioner.
Serial number 15, BA number 15143 of 21, Mr. Pandey N. Roy, Ms. Pragati Prasad for the petitioner.
Yes. Who is for the petitioner?
Sir, Your
Yes.
Lordship, I am on behalf of the petitioner, and I ask for, I prefer short pass over, Your
Passover.
Lordship. Yes,
Passover.
Your Lordship. Much obliged, my Lordship.
Serial number 17, BA number 15144 of 21.
I am appealing in this case, Your Lordship.
On behalf of the state,
Under section 147, 148, 149, 386, 387, 379, and other section, Your Lordship. FIR had been instituted 2017. I am surrendered before the learned court below, Your Lordship, and no material has been against me. My name is transparent in this case. Other co-accused person, Raju Mato, who has already been released on bail.
Lordship, I am on behalf of the state, Lordship.
Only on the basis of confessional statements.
Yes, yes.
The petitioner is an accused for allegedly committing an offense.
My name may be actually this case is so Shekhar Sinha assigned to me, hence my name is mentioned. Shailendra Kumar Tiwari.
It is alleged that some unknown person armed with deadly weapon tried to extort the informants. Full stop. The petitioner is not named in the FIR. Rather, it is evident from the records that his name transferred only from the confessional statement of co-accused person. Full stop. Co-accused have already been released on bail. In BA number 9025 of 2020 and 22 and 20 of 2018. Considering the aforesaid fact and the fact that the name of the petitioner transferred only on the basis of the confessional statement, I am inclined to release the petitioner with the condition one of the bailers should be close relative.
Highly obliged, Your Lordship.
Serial 18, BA number 15147 of 21, Mr. Anup Kumar Agrawal, Ms. Shreya Agrawal for the petitioner.
Sir, kindly pass over. My senior is on another court.
Is there any antecedents?
There are 16 criminal antecedents.
Well, it's
Serial number 19,
bring on
BA
record.
number 15151 of 21.
Is there any criminal antecedent? Affidavit to be, if there are criminal antecedents,
Your Lordship.
the affidavit should be filed giving the details of the criminal cases.
Allegation is of.
I am appearing only on behalf of the informant, my lord.
Which case?
Item number 19, Your Lordship. In fact, allegation of 2013 and FIR has been instituted in the year 2021, Your Lordship. And the allegation is the word that I have taken 1 lakh rupees for the purpose to give him a job matter related with the CCL Miller.
Yes, informant.
My lord, 4 lakh rupees has taken, my lord.
Why did you give him?
My lord.
Why did you give him?
My lord, नौकरी के लिए दिए थे आप मेरा माँ कॉम्पेशन डिपार्टमेंट के लिए माँ करके
Heard the counsel for the petitioner, heard the counsel for the state, heard the counsel for the informants. So there's an allegation against the petitioner that he has taken 4 lakh rupees on the pretext of providing compassionate appointment to the informant. Appointment was granted.
No, my lord.
Full stop. It is alleged that the appointment was not granted, and on refusal, the money was also not refunded. Full stop. Next para. The petitioner is in custody since
9 of the September, 9/9/2020.
Charge sheet has already been submitted in this case. Full stop. Considering the aforesaid fact and the nature of allegations, as there cannot be a nature of allegation, I am inclined to release the petitioner on bail, considering the period of custody and the fact that charge sheet has already been submitted.
Serial number 20, BA number 15154 of 21, Mr. Abhay Kumar Chaturvedi, Mr. Amit Kumar Chaubey for the petitioner.
I am praying for note today, my lord.
Sorry, tomorrow.
Commercial quantity has been recovered, my lord.
Tomorrow?
Yes, my lord.
On the request of the learned counsel for the petitioner, release this case tomorrow. It is made clear that no adjournment will be given tomorrow. If the petitioner doesn't argue, it will be heard on minutes and disposed of ex parte. Monday को लगाइए. Monday or tomorrow?
Monday, my lord, my lord.
Monday.
Serial 21, BA number 15163 of 21.
May I, Lordship?
The law for the petitioner.
May I, Lordship? Lordship, allegation under section 364, 302, 34 of IPC, Lordship, and 27 and Arms Act and 17 CLA Act, Lordship. In this case, Lordship, FIR has been instituted against three named accused persons, including this petitioner, Lordship. It is alleged on the FIR that three persons entered into the house of the informant and taken the son of the informant, and thereafter the next day the dead body of his son has been recovered, Lordship. In this case, Lordship, during the investigations, Lordship, the witnesses who has been examined, namely, only admittedly there is no eyewitness in the case of the Lordship, only on the basis of the circumstantial evidence leads to the last scene, Lordship. But in course of trial of the one of the co-accused, namely Chattu Munda, who is also named in the FIR, Lordship, and Rajan Dan, they have been put on trial, and in the trial, the informant as well as his brother, who is also present in the house of the at the time of occurrence, both have been declared hostile, Lordship. In considering the same, the one of the co-accused, namely Chattu Munda and Ranjan Dan, has been acquitted by the learned court below, Lordship.
So why you were not acquitted?
Lordship, I have been remanded in this case later on, Lordship. Earlier, I was in the custody in a different case.
You also get yourself acquitted. Heard the counsel for the petitioner, heard the counsel for the state. There's an allegation that this petitioner and others who are named in the FIR had taken the son of the informant at the dead night along with them, and thereafter on the petitioner along with others who were armed had taken the son of the informant at the dead of the night, and on the next morning his dead body was found. Full stop. Next, for a counsel for the petitioner submits that one of the named accused has already been acquitted in this case, as the witnesses have turned hostile. Yes?
Yes, witness has been turned hostile.
Turned hostile. Full stop. Be that as it may, considering the nature of allegation and the fact that there are materials to suggest that the petitioner had taken the deceased at the dead of the night, and thereafter on the next morning the dead body was found, I am not inclined to release the petitioner on bail. Full stop. The trial court is directed to take steps so that the trial can be concluded at the earliest.
Lordship, charge has been framed on the 5/4/2021, Lordship, 1 year before. Only my prayer to be expedite the trial as.
I'm giving the order.
Yes,
next.
Serial number 22, BA number 15166 of 21. Mr. Rana Surjit Singh for the petitioner.
Case diary postmortem.
Serial number 23, BA number 15169 of 21. Ms. Alka Kumari, Ms. Anya for the petitioner.
Lordship, on confession, my name has come. There is no allegation of any eyewitness. Lordship, there is no eyewitness, and one of the co-accused, similar to this petitioner, has already been released on bail.
Who is the prosecution?
My lord, I am appearing on behalf of the state, my lord.
How many more witnesses you want to examine? All the charge sheet witnesses plus another witness have been examined in this case. Why the case is still running under the heading for evidence? How many more witnesses you want to examine?
My lord, may kindly call for the report.
No, sorry. The court cannot say that how many witnesses. The court, all the charge sheet witnesses have been examined in this case.
My lord.
List from the impugned order. From the impugned order, I find that all the charge sheet witnesses have been examined in this case. Further, it is apparent that one non-charge sheet witness has also been examined in this case. Full stop. Considering the aforesaid fact, the state will inform the council, the APP will inform this court on Monday as to how many more witnesses, non-charge sheeted witnesses, the state wants, the prosecution wants to examine in this case.
My lord.
There's this case on Monday.
My lord.
Serial number 24, BA number 15170 of 21, Mr. Anjani Kumar for the petitioner.
My lord, on behalf of Anjani Kumar, I pray for 2 weeks' time, my lord. His mother is admitted in hospital, my lord, in Patna, my lord.
Who are you?
नेक्स्ट वीक को तब रख दिया जाए जो हमारे फाइल भी नहीं है.
There's an allegation against the petitioner that he has committed rape upon a 7-year-old girl. First off, next fact. The counsel for the petitioner, it has been submitted on behalf of the petitioner that the mother of the arguing counsel is ill, so is not in a position to attend the hearing today. First off, considering his submission, this case is adjourned for 3 weeks.
2 weeks, maybe, my lord. 3
weeks.
Oblige, my lord.
Serial number 25, BA number 15171 of 21, Mr. Radha Kishan Gupta for the petitioner.
My lord, I am appearing on behalf of petitioner, my lord.
How many cases are there on record? Serial number
25, 28 or 46.
25, 28 and
46, my lord.
46.
Yes, my lord.
Who is taking down?
Lordship, on behalf of
Who is taking down? Are they 25, 28 and 46 to be heard together? Call for the case diary and the criminal antecedent report of the petitioner.
Oblige, my lord. स्टडी हो गया तो 6 महीना के आसपास हुजूर.
एंटीसीडेंट देखने दीजिए.
एंटीसीडेंट नहीं है हुजूर, हमें स्टेटमेंट दिए हैं हुजूर.
Let it be verified by the state.
Serial number 26, BA number 15175 of 21, Mr. Sanjay Prasad for the petitioner.
Yes, Mr. Prasad.
Serial number 36, Lordship.
26.
Yes, Mr. There are criminal antecedent of the petitioner.
इसमें इनका एंटीसिपेटरी बेल हो गया था हुजूर, इसमें ऑर्डर लगाए हैं ये, तो एंटीसिपेटरी बेल वाज ग्रांटेड टू द पिटिशनर बाय द Supreme Court.
Yes. Then what happened?
But as per the paragraph 2, my lord, he said that the facts was not committed. In the meantime, he was arrested, my lord. ये annexure लगाया हुआ, annexure में भी इसमें है हुजूर. Page my lord 15 my lord.
When was he arrested? When was he arrested?
Custody तो लिखा है.
Where is the petitioner?
No one is appearing.
Pass over. Call him. Call Mr. Sanjay Prasad. Yes, Mr. Sanjay Prasad. You log out and then again log in. There is some problem with your computer. You log out and then again log in. Yes, next. Pass over.
Serial number 27, BA number 15177 of 21. Mr. Rajesh Kumar for the petitioner.
Yes, Mr. Rajesh.
Yes, Lordship. From my position, there is no recovery, Lordship. Nitesh Tiwari.
Who is for the state?
Yes, Lordship, I am for the state in this case.
Just tell me, how can you initiate a separate FIR? There is all EU are investigating a case That is Bishtupur PS case. You are investigating
228 of 15, Your Lordship. 228 of 2015.
228 of 2015 you were investigating. During course of investigation, you apprehend this person along with the arms. So how can there be a separate FIR? And from his possession, nothing has been recovered?
No, Your Lordship. From Nitesh Tiwari, one country, one
the counsel for the state. So during investigation of Bishtupur PS case number 228 of 2015. 15. The petitioner was arrested. It is alleged that the petitioner and others conspired to commit the offence, which has been registered with as Bishtupur PS case of 2015. Admittedly, nothing has been recovered from the possession of the petitioner and the other co-accused persons like Nitish Tiwari, other co-accused person, namely Nitish Tiwari, disclosed the name of this petitioner to be one of his associates, to be their associates. Full stop. Considering the fact that the name of the petitioner transpired from the confessional statement of the co-accused person and nothing has been recovered from the possession of this petitioner, I'm inclined to release this petitioner 10,000 to your please.
Right.
Mr. Rajesh Kumar?
Yes, Your Lordship.
You deposit the welfare stamp?
Yes, Your Lordship. I will remove the within a week. I will remove
the order granting bail will be communicated to the court concerned only after the court fees of the welfare stamp, which is deficit, is only after filing of the court fee of the only after filing of the deficit court fee oblique welfare stamp.
Okay.
CL number 29, BA number 15179 of 21, Mr. Faidu Rahman.
The petitioner's name has come on the confessional statement, Your Lordship, and charge sheet has been submitted on 2/10/2021, Your Lordship.
What is your antecedent?
There are antecedents, Your Lordship.
Call for the antecedent report of the petitioner along with the CD. Full stop. If there is antecedent of the petitioner, the detail of the antecedent cases should be mentioned by the state.
Number 12, I have stated, Your Lordship, antecedent.
What are the type of cases against you? What are the type? Yes, next.
Serial number 30, BA number 15195 of 21, Mr. Rahul Ranjan for the petitioner.
My Lord, I am appearing, Your Lordship. Your Lordship, case registered under Section 7 of PC Act, Your Lordship. And the allegation against the petitioner is that he has demanded rupees 3,000 as a bribe, Your Lordship. But Your Lordship, no any bribe amount was recovered, nor any seizure list was made with regard to recovery of that amount, Your Lordship. And Your Lordship, petitioner is neither any issuing authority of any command letter, nor the same has been issued in his signature, Your Lordship. And Your Lordship, he has unnecessarily been posted in this case, Your Lordship. And petitioner is working as a home guard from last 12 years, Your Lordship. But not a single complaint was made against him, Your Lordship.
You have been suspended?
My Lord.
Yes, which for the ACB?
Suraj Verma, my Lord. I am appearing.
Yes. Charge sheet submitted, Mr. Verma?
Well, it seems, my Lord, because he is in custody, seems, my Lord.
69/2020.
This is only a case for demand.
Yes, Your Lordship.
Mr. Verma?
Yes, my Lord.
It is the petitioner is in custody for so and so. It is alleged that the petitioner has demanded 3,000 rupees for issuing the command letter. Full stop. The counsel for the petitioner submits that the petitioner has not the authority to issue the said letter, nor he has demanded any money. So he also submits that from the admitted prosecution case, no money has also been paid. He is submitted, the charge sheet has already been submitted, and there is no scope of tampering with the evidence. So next para. Mr. Suraj Verma submits that the petitioner has demanded 3,000 rupees. Mr. Suraj Verma, appearing on behalf of ACP, submits that the petitioner has demanded 3,000 rupees, but admits that no amount has been no amount was paid. First up. Considering the fact that no amount was paid and the fact that the charge sheet has already been submitted in this case, I'm inclined to release the petitioner.
Under the heading fresh filing, serial number 31, DA number 15162 of 21, Mr. Pranay, Mr. Ajay Kumar for the petitioner.
Yes, Pranay, how many cases are there? Serial number?
Lordship, serial 31, 32,
32,
and 43 arising out of same FIR, Lordship.
43.
31, 32, and 43, Lordship.
31, 32, 43, call for the case diary and the antecedent report of the petitioners.
एक 82 भी था,
Three cases to be heard together. All these three cases to be heard together. Yes, Pranay?
एक 42 था हुजूर, अलग FIR है, but
yes, 42 is of a separate FIR.
Yes, separate FIR.
Milord, in the last case, Milord, I am sorry, Milord. उसमें हुजूर मेरा submission आ गया है हुजूर, तो case diary तो हुजूर देखना होगा. Without the case diary, Milord, it is very difficult to ascertain, Milord, whether Milord the amount was recovered from the possession of this petitioner or not, Milord. Although allegation.
What is the allegation against the petition in the FIR?
Milord,
if it has already been paid, it should be there in the FIR. Is there anything to suggest that the amount has been paid in the FIR?
That is there, Milord. Allegation is that he has demanded, Milord. But if my submission will be recorded, Milord, and anything else will come in, Milord, case diary, then, Milord.
Mr. Suraj Kumar admits that there is nothing in the FIR to suggest that the money was ever paid. Yes, next.
Serial number 33, BA number 15165 of 21, Mr. Gopal Kumar.
May it please, Lordship.
Mr. Kumar for the petitioner.
Yes, Mr. Gautam Kumar.
Yes, Lordship, 370-71. The allegation against the petitioner is that the petitioner girls have been recovered. Girls have been recovered. Girls have been recovered. Their statements have been also recorded.
It is alleged. So it is alleged that this petitioner, who is a lady aged about 19 years, had taken the daughter.
15 years, my lord.
Yes.
Victim age is 15 years, my lord.
Have you heard what I have stated? What I have dictated? Had taken the daughter of the informant and another girl who are aged about 15 years to Delhi for the purpose of working as a household help. It is alleged that the petitioner is not allowing the informant to communicate with her daughter, with his daughter, and nor has paid any amount to the informant. First up, from the impugned order and from the argument, after hearing the counsel for the parties, I find that the girls have been recovered, and there's an allegation that this petitioner has not paid the money, which for the work which the girls were doing as a help in Delhi. Full stop. Considering the fact that the victims have been recovered, I am inclined to release this petitioner, who is a lady aged about 19 years, on bail, 10,000 to sureties.
Serial number 34, BA number 15168 of 21, Mr. Suraj Kumar, Mr. Bipin Kumar Prabhat.
May I please, Lordship? I am appearing on behalf of the petitioner, Lordship.
Yes.
There is case and counter case, Lordship. Both parties have filed a case against each other, Lordship.
What happened to the other case?
Yes, Lordship.
What happened to the other case?
Other case is still pending investigation, Lordship, and in this case is also pending investigation, Lordship. Kindly see the page number 22, Lordship, is another case, counter blast case, Lordship. Annexure 2, page 22.
The petitioner is an accused for allegedly committing an offence under section so and so. It is alleged that both the parties, both the informant parties and the petitioner and others were in inimical terms and there's an allegation of attacking each other. Full stop. There's another case has been filed by this from the side of these petitioners, which is registered as
Lordship, Pratappur PS case number 202/2021.
Pratappur PS case number 202 of 2021, on amongst other under sections 325, 379, 504, 323 of the Indian Penal Code. Full stop. So far as this case is concerned, the allegation against the petitioner is general and omnibus in nature, that the petitioner and others assaulted the informant party with deadly weapons and snatched 45,000 rupees and gold chain after entering the house. Full stop. Considering the fact that the allegation is general in nature and the petitioner is in custody since
Lordship.
21, I am inclined to release the petitioner on bail, 10,000 sureties.
Much obliged.
Serial number 35, BA number 15174 of 21, Mr. Arun Kumar for the petitioner.
Please, Your Lordship, this case for the offence under section 302, my lord.
Case diary.
This took place, my lord, on the account of the sudden provocation, my lord. But the deceased, my lord, also they killed, my lord, the wife of the.
Let the case diary come.
Obliged, my lord.
Case diary and the postmortem report.
Serial number 36, BA number 15176 of 21, Mr. Singh.
I am preparing for the informant, Lord.
Yes.
Number of injuries were found on the body of the victim, Lord.
Mr. Upadhyay. Yes, Mr. Upadhyay.
Lordship, petitioner voluntarily surrendered, Lordship. It's a case of 307, Lordship. No specific
What is the specific allegation?
No specific allegation against any of the petitioner, Lordship. And it's a case of counter. It's counter case, Lordship.
Yes, informant. Mr. Soni, what is the specific allegation?
Yes, Lordship. There is a specific allegation against the petitioner, Lordship. She was holding first petitioner, Lordship. She was holding iron rod, and other two were holding lathi, Lordship. And there is
number of injury was found, like dislocation of the bones, muscles injury, joint has been detached, head injury, spinal injury, and other injuries.
Yeah, Lordship. चार्जशीट है जो सबमिटेड, लॉर्डशिप 16/8/21 को वॉलंटियरली सरेंडर किए हैं, लॉर्डशिप। पिटीशन नंबर 1 और 2 और 19/8 को पिटीशन नंबर 3 पर अरेस्ट हुए हैं।
हड्डी पूरा शरीर तोड़ दिए हैं, माथा फाड़ दिए।
पहले में हुआ लॉर्डशिप 40 सब पेज 15 में लॉर्डशिप देखा जाए। Subsequently, ये आफ्टर 1 डे फाइल किए हैं लॉर्डशिप। लैंड डिस्प्यूट एडमिटेड है लॉर्डशिप।
लैंड डिस्प्यूट है तो ये चढ़कर हमला करके बैकबोन तोड़ दिए हैं, हड्डी डिटैच हो गया है, ज्वाइंट डिटैच हो गया है, सर फट गया है, मतलब कोई पार्ट ये बॉडी का छोड़े ही नहीं है।
लॉर्डशिप
What about the counter case?
Yes, it's counter case, lordship. It is counter case, lordship. My case.
No, what about the other case? What about the other case? That is also under section 307.
No, lordship. That is under section 324, lordship.
Oh, sorry, 324. Yes. What is the allegation there?
हम खेत में चला रहे थे। That is on page 15, lordship. हम खेत में काम कर रहे थे तो मारपीट किया।
Read the FIR. Let's see what is the allegation against this person. Read the FIR.
Counter case का लॉर्डशिप। मैं जो केस किया
this case.
In this case, lordship, specific not allegation, no allegation, lordship.
Read the FIR. Read the FIR.
श्रीमान से निवेदन पूर्वक कहना है कि मैं श्री अर्जुन माथुर पिता सो कराने वाला हूँ। कल दिनांक 5/7/21 को सुबह लगभग 10 बजे मैं अपने पुत्र अनिल कुमार माथुर के साथ अपने सेरंग हाथू स्थित खेत पर काम कर रहा था। तभी दूसरे पक्ष के लोग, जिसमें चिल्का साई माथुर नॉट पिटिशनर, मंगल साई माथुर नॉट पिटिशनर, दोनों पिता घासू माथुर, थर्ड रामू माथुर नॉट पिटिशनर इन दिस केस लॉर्डशिप, रामू की पत्नी, मगन साई की पत्नी एंड तिलक की पत्नी, सभी योजना के साथ आए और कुल्हाड़ी, लाठी, साबल तथा लाठी रंग से दोनों पिता पुत्र को मारने लगे, जिससे मैं दोनों पिता पुत्र के सिर पर चोट आई तथा हाथ पैरों पर साबल लाठी डंडा से मारकर बुरी तरह जख्मी कर दी। ये लोग हम लोगों पर जानलेवा हमला किए। गांव के स्थानीय लोगों के द्वारा स्थानीय पुलिस को सूचित किया गया, तब वह पुलिस को एम्बुलेंस के माध्यम से हम लोग को समुद्र के स्वच्छ केंद्र सोनातु को ले जाएगा और जहाँ से बेहतर इलाज के लिए मेरे दामाद कामेश्वर प्रसाद कोर के साथ हम दोनों को लाइफ केयर हॉस्पिटल, प्राइवेट हॉस्पिटल में इलाज कराया लॉर्डशिप, डीबीएस बनाने के लिए इंजरी।
Yes, Mrs. Priya, how do you say that these three ladies were this allegation against these three ladies? From where did you get it?
In the case diary, all the thing has been come, my lord. In the case diary, specific allegation has been made that she was holding lathi. Petitioner number 1 was holding iron rod, and she was assaulted with the iron rod, and the rest of the 2 were holding lathi. And the number of injuries were found without. The bone had been detached, joint has been detached, a head injury, spinal injury was found.
Call for the case diary and the injury report.
I have a next lordship. Report. I have a next lordship. That is on page lordship. I have a next injury report lordship.
The case diary.
Page number.
Lordship, I have a case diary, Lordship. There are photographs of the injured person. They were lying with plaster and several injuries. All are grievous injuries.
Yes.
Serial number 37, PA number 15180 Mr. Gopal Kumar, Mr. Virat Kumar for the petitioner.
Yes, may it please, Lordship. A file was lodged against the petitioner under section 302(34) of the IPC. She is the wife of the deceased, and subsequently the charge sheet submitted under section 306 and 34 of the IPC, and the cognizance has also been taken under section 306 of the IPC. It is alleged in the first information report that the informant came to know that her mother. Yes, the counter affidavit has already been filed. In several paragraphs, it says that the deceased himself poured something, some liquid over his body, which got fire. The several eyewitnesses are there in paragraph 9, 10, 11, and onwards. So, also there is no allegation of abatement to commit suicide. She is the wife of the deceased. There was due to some tribal house issue, there was some quarrel taken place between the wife and husband, and out of that frustration, he committed suicide.
Call for the case diary.
Lots of diary, a counter has already been filed.
I am asking how the counter has been filed without the order of the court.
My lord, I have filed only memo of evidence, my lord. Not filed.
You filed the counter affidavit on what basis? There was no order of the court.
Yes, my lord.
What prompted you to file this?
No, I have filed.
I'm telling the state, if state want to file a counter affidavit, then each and every case before taking up the counter affidavit should be there. Not in a particular selected cases. Call for the case diary.
Serial 38, BA number 15181 of 21, Mr. Arun Kumar for the petitioner.
Please, your Lord, the case, my lord, the initially FR was registered under section 364, 500, section 34 IPC.
The counsel for the petitioner has the counsel for the state. The petitioner is an accused for allegedly committing an offence under section so and so. The petitioner, the name of from the impugned order, I find from the documents on record, I find that the name of the petitioner transpired only on the basis of the confessional statement of the co-accused. So when except the confessional statement, there are no material against the petitioner. Further, I find that co-accused has already been granted bail by a coordinate bench of this court in BA number 12117 of 2020. Considering the aforesaid fact, 10,002 sureties.
Serial number 39, BA number 15184 of 21, Mr. Abhay Kumar Chaturvedi.
I appear, madam. In this case, counter diary will be necessary because the recovery is doubtful, madam. Recovery is doubtful, madam.
CD antecedents.
Yes, ma'am.
Serial number 40, BA number 15190 of 21, Mr. Salesh, Mr. Deepak Kumar for the petitioner.
Yes, madam. So, the case under section 406, 420, 323, 504, 506, and 34 of the Indian Penal Code. Now, the informant and the others are the persons who have taken loan, and it is said that this lady was the person who had facilitated in taking the loan. Now, thereafter they make a claim when the loan, when the amounts became due and the payments became irregular to the bank, they made a case that we were not paid the money and we are not aware of this loan. And this is the lady who had done everything, and this all loan amount and everything, that loan documents are bogus. Now, all the witnesses.
When was disbursed? When were
My
the
lord,
loan disbursed?
they were dispersed by the bank, my lords. I was just
when?
signed. That those dates I do not have, my lords.
Tell me the date when the loan was disbursed.
But let me just clarify. Now, this is the allegation in the FIR. Now, when they were examined by the police, their statements were recorded in the case diary. I have extensively quoted in para 10, my lords.
Yes.
All of them could not produce a single sheet of paper against her. Now, two witnesses, independent witness, said that they are trying to avoid payment of loan amount of the bank, and they have unnecessarily implicated the state. Specific statement by the witness.
What is the case diary? Who is for the state?
My lord, I am the state, my lord. My
Not for
lord,
the case diary.
I have received case diary, my lord.
So you have received it, but I have to see it.
My lord.
Yes, he may provide the same to the court, my lords, if possible. Should I read the case diary, my lords?
No, I have to go through the case diary. Read the case diary.
Serial number 41, BA number 15191 of 21, Mr. Pradeep Kumar, Mr. Lukesh Kumar for the petitioner.
41, my lord.
What is the other case?
Serial number 41, my lord.
41 and another one.
Serial 41, my lord.
There is another case. There is another case.
No, my lord.
Who is in serial number
32 I have mentioned that.
Serial number 41, who is appearing?
I am appearing in this, my lord.
You are Bablu Chaurasi.
Bablu Chaurasia.
Yes, there is another case arising out of the same FIR. What is the name of your brother?
Rajiv Chaurasia.
See serial number 50.
Yes, Your Lordship. That is serial number 50, Your Lordship.
Who is appearing in serial number 50?
I also appear in that case, my lord.
It's Mr. Lukesh Kumar. So, why are you saying there is no other case? Serial number 41 and serial number
50.
50. Take down both. Yes. Both are together. Yes. The petitioner is in custody since when?
27/10/2021.
27/10/2021. It is alleged that from possession of both this petitioner, 2.5 kg of ganja was recovered. Considering the material, which is ganja, and the quantity and the period of custody, I am inclined to release these two petitioner.
Lordship, may I submit, Your Lordship?
Yes.
In serial number 50, there are 3 antecedents of this petitioner, Your Lordship, of NDPS Act, Your Lordship.
What happened to those cases?
Sent in the mail, Your Lordship.
What happened in serial number
50, Your Lordship?
Yes, in 50 there is an antecedent.
Yes, Your Lordship.
And so far as this petitioner, he has got no antecedent.
And that cases I am on bail, Lord.
Maybe
Lord, the serial number 41, Lord, the report has not come, Lord, antecedent report, Lord.
No, तो काटिए. List this case. From when you can get the antecedent report? By Monday?
Yeah, by next week, Monday, Lord, I will get.
काटिए तो. Call for the antecedent report of this petitioner. List this case on Monday. Both the cases.
Serial number 42.
Lordship, the matter relates to cybercrime.
Mr. Pran Pranay.
Cybercrime.
Call for the case diary and the antecedent report of the petitioner. And Ms. Priya Shresht and Ravi, in 41 and 50, just tell me if there are antecedent, what are the materials? If you are saying similarly NDPS, what is the material? Is it ganja or something else?
I will.
Serial number 44, BA number 15196 of 21, Mr. Pankaj Kumar.
Lordship, in this case, I am appearing. Lord, the petitioner is the accused, Lord, under section 419, 420, 468, 471 of the Indian Penal Code and 84B of the IT Act, Lord. The petitioner is the Lord POS agent of the retail Lord SIM of Reliance SIM, Lord, and he has provided the SIM to the customers on due verification, Lord. And from the verification antecedent, I have stated, Lord, that there is no antecedent.
Mr. Pankaj, let me go through the case diary also.
Serial 45, BA number 15197 of 21, Mr. Sudhir Kumar Roy.
Yes, Your Lordship. Prayer for regular bail, Your Lordship, under section 395, 397, 412 IPC, Lordship. In this case, Your Lordship, FIR was lodged against 8 to 10 unknown persons, Lordship, and petitioner's name has been transferred. No, Lordship, no incident. And TIP has not been conducted, Lordship, no any recovery, Lordship. Only on the basis of confessional statement, Lordship, name of the petitioner has been transferred, and 3 persons have been granted regular bail, Lordship.
You have been identified by the informants.
No, Lordship, no.
No.
TIP was not conducted, Lordship.
Come to page 17 of the impugned order. Come to the 5th line.
Page 17.
Yes, page 17, 5th line from the top.
5th line from the top. To condemn the miscreants also snatched mobile phone of the succeeded the fled away. The informant also claims to identify the miscreants.
Yes.
Claims to identify miscreants.
So that means
they are not be identified. Lordship.
Case diary. Case diary and
इसमें मुझे 3 आदमी का बेल भी हो चुका टीआईपी नहीं हुआ इसमें हुजूर.
Yes, next.
47, BA number 15201 of 21, Mr. Masiruddin Khan for the petitioner.
FIR has been registered in section 393 and 34 of IPC, Lordship.
You have got red-handed.
Lordship, red-handed, nothing has been recovered from my project.
What is the question of recovery? The other fled, you have been got red-handed.
Yes.
Case diary and the accident report.
Serial number 48, BA number 15203 of 21, Mr. Nilesh Kumar Bisania for the petitioner.
Yes, it's a case of NDPS Act, Your Lordship. It has been alleged that from roadside this appellant were apprehended. Petitioner was apprehended.
17.8 kg.
Not from my position.
Case diary antecedents.
I have procured the case diary, Lordship.
Let the case diary come through the official source to this court.
Serial number 49, BA number 15206 of 21, Mr. Gaurav for the petitioner.
My Lordship, allegation under section 387, 34 IPC, Lordship, and Arms Act, Lordship, and 17 CL Act, Lordship. In this case, Lordship, allegation is that the 4 persons come on the 2 motorcycles.
The counsel for the petitioner have the counsel for the state. The counsel for the petitioner submits that the exactly similarly situated co-accused has been granted bail by coordinate bench of this court, wide order dated by in BA number 8869 of 2020 and 10059 of 2020. Yes, APP.
Yes, my lord.
Exactly similar.
Yes, my lord. Exactly.
The APP though opposes the prayer but admits that the case of the petitioner is similar to those who have been granted bail by a coordinate bench of this court. First up, considering the aforesaid facts, 10,000 to sureties. Who is taking down Annexure 2, Annexure 3? The condition would be there.
Lord.
Pass over, yes.
Passed over cases, orders with defects, serial number 5, BA number 15125 of 21.
I'm appearing in this case, Your Lordship.
Arvind Kumar Singh for the petitioner.
I'm appearing in this case, Your Lordship.
Yes.
Your Lordship, informant is a major lady, Your Lordship. It arises out of complaint case, Your Lordship.
The counsel for the petitioner is directed to implead the informant as OP number 2 as the initial case arises out of a private complaint. Full stop. The necessary corrections to be carried out during course of within a week. Within a week.
कैसे करेंगे? हम लोग तो जा नहीं रहे हैं अभी.
हम judicial order दे रहे हैं. Within 10 days. Within 10 days, notice to be issued to the informant by registered covered and ordinary process for which requisites to be filed within 2 weeks. Full stop. Next para. Considering the nature of allegation and the fact that the physical relationship continued from 2017 and the complaint was filed in 2020, I am inclined to release the petitioner on provisional bail 10,000 to sureties.
Oblige, Your Lordship.
But this bail order will only be communicated. Mrs. Kumar. Mrs. Kumar. Where is Mrs. Kumar? Tell Mrs. Kumar to join. Mrs. Someshwar? Tell Mrs. Kumar to join.
My lord, my lord.
Next. Next.
Serial number 16, BA number 15143 of 21. Mr. Pandey and Roy. Mr. Gati Prasad.
We are appearing for the petitioners, my lord.
Who is for the state?
Yes, my lord, I am for the state.
There's an allegation against the petitioner that some explosive were recovered. There's an allegation in the FIR that some explosive were recovered from the house of one Mr. Suresh Yadav, who disclosed that the materials were purchased from Indra Mahato. And after that, all the explosives were sold to several persons, including this petitioner, who is engaged in illegal mining of mica. Full stop. Next para. According to the FIR, the materials were not recovered from the possession of this petitioner, and the co-accused have stated that the materials were sold to the petitioner who are engaged in the mica illegal mica mining. Full stop. Considering the fact that the name of the petitioner transpired from the confessional statement of the co-accused, and the explosive material were not recovered from the possession of this petitioner, I am inclined to release this petitioner on bail 10,000 to sureties.
Not my solution. Petitioner number 1, criminal antecedent.
What is the criminal antecedent? What is the criminal antecedent?
3 criminal antecedents that has been evident in para 172 of the supplementary case diary.
Yes. Yes. What is the antecedent?
Milord, antecedent, it has been noted, Milord, 3 criminal antecedents.
What are the cases I am asking you?
Cases, Milord, I am telling you. 170. Milord, that one is a P3, PS case number 17/91. P3.
Yes.
And second one is P3, PS case number 3/92, dated 12/192 under section 385 IPC, And third one is a Tisri PS case number 29/94 dated 3/8/94 under section 457, 380 and 411 of the IPC. It is to be.
What is the case number?
Tisri PS case number. First one is a 17/91, my lord.
1791. Another one?
3/92, my lord.
Cases are still pending.
And my lord, that one is not. Lord.
Cases are still pending or not?
32 years before.
91, 92 means 31 years before. If the cases are not pending and this petitioner has been acquitted and you say there is an antecedent, I will take serious action.
No, as has been came in the case study, so I have only given information. That is only.
It's a 91, 92 case. You want me to believe that the cases are still pending against the petitioner?
91, 92, 94.
91, 92 and 94.
Yes. Thirty, 35 years before.
Okay, Mr. Rai, wait for 2 days. Just wait for 2 days.
May
Yes, I'm keeping this matter on Monday. APP, you tell me what are the status of these 3 cases.
As honor, please.
Tell me. List this case on Monday before this court. As the APP submits, there are 3 cases. The petitioner has criminal antecedent.
Only one petitioner, my lord.
And लिखिए, क्या लिखे? As the APP submits that only petitioner number
3.
One minute.
Petitioner number 1.
1.
Yes.
Got 3 criminal antecedents. As Tisri PS case number 17 of 91, Tisri PS case number 3 of 92, and yes, Ms. Pandey?
And 29/94, Milan.
And Tisri PS case number 29/94, comma. The state will inform this court on Monday about the status of all these 3 cases.
As honor, please. As honor, please.
May I pray once you, my lord?
Full stop. Next para. So far as petitioner number 2 and 3 is concerned, I find that बाकी जो लिखे थे वही वाला लिख दीजिएगा. They are released on bail. In respect of petitioner number 1, the order will be passed once the information as sought for from the state is received by this court. Let's discuss on Monday.
Serial number 26, BA number 151750 of 21, Mr. Sanjay Prasad for the petitioner.
My lord, this is case, my lord. This case, my lord, section 147, 148, 149, 386, 506, 34 IPC. My lord, the petitioner was in this case granted anticipatory bail. That is, my lord,
the petitioner prays for regular bail as he is in custody in connection with so and so. It is stated that the petitioner was already granted anticipatory bail by order dated 16/3/2021 by a coordinate bench of this court in ABA number 1011 of 2020. But before the order was communicated to the concerned court or the police, the petitioner was arrested. First up, the petitioner is in custody since?
My lord, since October, my lord.
Yes?
Since October, my lord. Since October. Date is.
So, but the bail was granted in March 2021. How did you? How are you writing that?
The custody since 5/10/21, my lord.
No.
And it has not been mentioned in any petition.
In issue order, my lord. Custody since 5/10/21.
Paragraph 2, you say that the order was not communicated by fax, so he has been arrested. So how could you say that the order was not communicated when the order was passed in March?
Order was passed in March, but my lord, he was in. He was remanded. My lord, he was remanded. Order has in the input order. This fact has come, my lord. He was remanded in the case, my lord. In the learner submitted that this comes, my lord, in page number page number 19, my lord.
Remanded. He was
It
remanded.
is important to note petitioner earlier preferred anticipatory bail. Same was the petition expression of the High Court did not surrender as required. It is ascertainable that the Dhanbad PS case number 640-10 is pending against petitioner,
Just listen to me.
from which he has been, he was in custody, my lord.
Mr. Sanjay Prasad, first listen to me. Come to your paragraph 2. I am only on the statement which you have given in paragraph 2 of this petition. You say that in March the bail was allowed, but the facts was not communicated, so he was arrested.
My lord.
And you are arrested in October. Your
No,
anticipatory bail
he
was
was in custody. This matter of fact has come, my lord, in page number 19. He was in custody in Dhanbad PS case number 640-2010.
from when?
640-10, he was, my lord, in custody. He was in jail and he was remanded in this case thereafter.
He was in jail from when?
I cannot say, my lord.
So your statement in paragraph 2 is not correct.
My statement is, my lord.
Then
he could not surrender, but he was in custody. Perhaps
he submits that he was already granted anticipatory bail, but he could not surrender as he was in custody in connection with Dhanbad. PS case number 640 of 2010. Next paragraph. Considering the fact that a coordinated bench of this court had already granted anticipatory bail to the petitioner on merits, in the instant case, I am inclined to release the petitioner on 10,002 sureties. Mrs. Kumar.
Yes, Your Lordship.
Your bail order, your provisional bail order will not be communicated till you make the necessary correction and file the these requisites.
Okay.
Take the rule of line. This order will not be communicated until and unless the petitioner, the informant is implemented as OP number 2 and the necessary requisites are filed.
Oblige, Your Lordship. I'll do that.
Thank you.